Can you see from there my big body gonna be in your way?
You want to come to me?
Alright, so first of all, could have been all the things I told you this morning about having the right team. If this seemed right,
Yes.
home run, right?
Beautiful.
Okay. So just to review everything that we did, it's just for purposes of everybody's attention,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So there's the inner muscles, rectum, colon, round. Right? So eat, esophagus, stomach, whole lot of small bowel coming into here, right? As you know, there's kind of almost like two. It was like preamble, and then we played the game, right?
Right.
Shoot, these couple of these polyps down here real low, right where we're going to hook her back up. Those we had to burn away.
Okay.
Right? Right here, polyps are. I mean, literally, it's not.
Right.
It is. There's more polyp than there is normal.
Right.
More on the left side.
Yeah.
There's probably thousands of polyps. Okay. So the operation is belly button, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ports. I mean, extraction site. That fan is still bikini cut down here, right? I can stick my hand through that if I need to. And I did. I think this is probably good. Dr. Macros coming in. Dr. Macros was the first lieutenant. Remember we talked about that?
Yes.
Right?
Goose.
Goose. He's Goose, right?
He is Goose,
You
yes.
don't leave your wingman, right?
Yes.
And so the first thing that Goose and I, we cleared this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then working through here. So from here, I mean, there's the bones were literally
Right.
to there, okay?
Okay.
So what the pathologist gets is all that,
Okay.
which is not going to be surprising. It's going to be gazillion polyps, right? Now, is there a chance that she could already have a cancer? A chance, but it would be the first 19-year-old I've ever had, right? So I don't see that happening, right? Next, we take the small bowel that she has, and when we talked about how to make that J pouch, we're trying to make a rectum out of small bowel, right? So small bowel comes down, we fold it back in itself, and we put this stuff together here, so make a common channel. So that's why we call it a J pouch, kind of looks like a J. And then this part here is what gets attached to the muscles. This comes out as a loop ileostomy, as all the rest of her intestines. So she'll eat, the waste goes into this temporary ileostomy that sits right where that little tattoo was, right? Allowing this to be put to rest, because 300 staple line, I mean, just, it's too much. If one thing goes bad, she may lose her opportunity to not have an ileostomy, right? And so that's the operation. Through this drain right here, through this one, we put a drain through that port.
Okay.
Because this that we put in, the small bowel doesn't have all this fatty tissue around it the way rectums do. So there's a space deficit. So which means it's going to fill with fluid. And pools of fluid where rectal surgery was is a good model for how to make an abscess, and we don't want that noise, right? Everything else is closed. These are all closed with suture below the skin. So there's nothing to take out and glued. There's 2 little wicks to the bikini cut. These are the little pieces of gauze that go underneath the skin, and then Saturday morning we'll slide them out. This is where the extraction site is. This has about an 8% chance of getting infected. Since we've been putting in wicks, it's dropped to 3. It's it's a simple thing. The patients are like it because it gets a little moist,
Yeah.
but it's allowing this stuff to drain out of there. At no point in the operation did we have any moments. There was none of that. Oh my God, I wish that didn't happen, right?
Okay.
I mean, I had a nice team. Goose was on his game twice in a row. Okay.
2 in a row.
Okay.
Good day, Goose. Good day.
Well, this is the aunt who doesn't know anything about it, but we're saying that after you work together for a while, right? Dr. Macros is a board certified surgeon from the University of California, San Diego. He's here doing extra training at UPMC, and we're delighted to have him, right? But the first couple cases together, it's like like a first couple of dates. It's a little awkward,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But after a while, there's no longer any. There's no mincing words, right?
Sure.
I mean,
So now there's a wingman. It is
All right.
Got it.
All right. So you ready to go to next level?
Yes.
Before you go, did you say there are 300 staples?
It's about 300 staples go to make up this J pouch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a lot. Yeah. All right. You ready to go to next level?
Yes. Do you see
Today's
where Molly
Thursday.
loves him?
Huh? Pardon me?
I said, do you see why Molly loves him?
What do you mean?
Molly's under the loop, and the first thing she says to me, she goes, Mom, is he not the best? He's gonna get me all fixed up. I said, he
Yeah,
is
he's
the
been getting
best.
picked up, right? Thursday's OR day, right? You hear,
Yeah.
you hear this weekend or not?
Yes.
As he should be.
Thank you, Wingman.
Post update 1, some not, 2,
I know.
3, 4, 5, okay?
I know.
Okay, alright, so,
That's my
so
opinion.
this is OR day.
Okay.
Post up day, that's how he talks. He doesn't
Yeah.
talk like your normal person. Right, This part here is the honey.
Happy, yep, that's a happy.
That's the honeymoon.
Oh, she's telling everybody, everybody,
A little bit of a honeymoon.
that you said Friday is not a good day.
But Friday, from
Oh,
here to
yeah.
here, she's gonna be more miserable than bored.
Right.
If you got stabbed 5 times and had a gash, and you were in downtown Toronto, which is a horrible crime area that I used to live, right? Then everybody feels sorry for you. But somehow if we do it in OR, it's not supposed to hurt. But
That's
you'll find though that with the stuff that they did pre-op, it's pretty remarkable how they're not as miserable as what you would anticipate they should be. Probably on Saturday, but certainly by Sunday, but I'm saying even by Saturday this flips. And then from here, she's more bored than she is miserable. Now it's a matter of learning how to take care of the temporary ileostomy. And the biggest problem she's going to have is maintaining hydration. The job of the colon is to absorb water, now she doesn't have one. The small bowel will pick it up. But you know, God gives us about 300 centimeters of small bowel, right? We got about 30 centimeters are used to make the J pouch. We got another 30. Wingman, is that about right?
Yeah,
About
yeah,
30.
yeah, yes.
Between the top of that to have room, because there's just competing forces.
Right.
We're trying to take the bowel, then we try to bring it up. No, then we don't want to pull it off the anus, right?
right.
And so we have to give a little room to work back to get it up. And so she probably only has 250 or 260 in circuit. And so these patients, this particular patient, your daughter,
Yes.
not your daughter, but people like your daughter,
Perfect,
right? Have somewhere around a 16 to 18% chance of developing dehydration that requires IV fluid after they leave the hospital.
Yes.
We don't want that happening to her. And so she's young. She's certainly very attentive, right? I mean, she pays attention, right? That's what I said before. She's the most mature 19-year-old. Because, you know, this is FAP season for me. Every June,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is.
Right?
They're all the summer.
Because they finish school. Usually it's after high school.
Mhm.
And so, you know, 18 to 19-year-olds come with very different maturity levels. Your daughter is exceptional, as you know, right? But she's gonna have to drink a lot.
Yes.
When you go home, say she goes home somewhere in here, right? Probably not here, just because it's just Sunday. I just don't think it's probably in here, right?
Well, she would love Monday. She said she talked to you about it.
The first week at home, we don't know what day she's going home.
Oh, I know, I know.
We can't make that determination now.
Right,
I'm
right.
saying you got to drink,
Yes.
you know, and then eat. Get her couch. She's gonna lose 7 pounds. So what? She's gonna get back. So your meals should be grazing like a farm animal. If you gorge too much, so she'll be bloated. That she won't eat, drink anything for 12 hours. It's 95 degrees. It's humid. Oh my God, I'm dizzy. Take her to ER. Ugh. You know,
So a little bit all
it's just emotionally defeating.
Right.
You know, to have to go back, right? And we know what the number one reason why people come back. So we're saying she's going to hear it so much. So Wingman, Goose, okay, start calling him Goose now. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're not going to let her go home until she's eating, and the volume that's coming out of here,
Is a good outcome.
if it's too high, then we can predict she's going to get dehydrated.
Right.
And she'll, I want to go home. And we'll say, hey, look at that. Look
Yeah,
at
I
this
know.
nice weather. Paul Skeens is pitching today. You know, I mean, we'll
Right.
change the subject. We'll do it. We'll take evasive action.
Got
So
it.
say, just like the Top Gun, we'll take evasive action.
Yeah.
We'll fly off flares. You know.
Just so you know.
Yeah,
But,
always, yeah.
but I don't want her being readmitted.
No.
I would.
know.
If we're at that point where she should go home or not, you know, usually by that time I get emotional.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, send her home. She wants to go home. And Leo's, pulls me aside. You know, I've been seeing her every day. What are you doing? No, she ain't ready. And then I have to go back and say, well, on second thought, maybe we should leave it.
Bad guy. Bad guy says you have to stay.
Well, so bad guy's had a good day today.
That's right.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Bad guy was on his game today. So,
Oh my god.
all right. So.
I will tell you.
What?
You are a blessing to her.
Oh, no,
I will tell you, because I don't, it was very hard for
no,
her.
it was hard for any.
But as soon as you walked in, I feel like, and it just kind of, and every time we left, we got in the car and she said,
Well, I mean, I don't.